Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this week I am officially 8 weeks. I'm at the official week where I can go to my first doctor's appointment. I have not gone yet. I will be going on Thursday, December 28th. So I will talk about that appointment next week, between week 7 and week 8. Alright, so December 20th, 7 and 1, I wrote, been feeling annoyed because in New York City I had to, okay, so this is going to be an interesting one. Been feeling annoyed because in New York City, I've had the freedom of being proud of being black, proud of my kinky curly hair, and very in tune with my blackness. Working where I am now in South Jersey, it's not as progressive, and I feel that especially at work, I feel that especially at work, I'm around a lot of white women who value whiteness ways. And honestly, even some non-white people, like you can tell they value whiteness. And like proximity to whiteness. I had my hair straightened last week for my trim and I got so many compliments from white people. I enjoy my hair straight because you can see my length, and I also find it interesting how white people react to a black person who has very curly hair be able to get their hair very, 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 very straight. Okay, I don't really want to discuss everything I wrote here because some of it pertains to specific people, and if they watch it, they might know who I'm talking about. So basically, I am around white people and people who want to be in close proximity to whiteness that aren't white at all. My hair really has nothing to do with it. It's more so just being in the environment all the time. After a while, it does take a toll on how you feel. Obviously, me wearing my hair straight has nothing to do with how I feel about myself. Me wearing my hair straight is because I like to see my length. That's really it. I like to also make sure I have a thorough trim. Also too, I'm not gonna lie, it's nice to switch it up to a different style. I actually do not enjoy straight hair, like as a style. The style is kind of blah, like it's kind of just gets flat, it's just kind of there. I find that curly hair and textured hair is way more dynamic and more interesting. Not to downplay people who have naturally straight hair, it's just how I feel. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. The point is that generally speaking, where I live in this area, it's not even like it's predominantly white here. It's not. It's a mixture of people, but they have this very low, shallow mindset about things a lot. I've noticed coming from New York City, you have a very expanded mindset. Not to mention, I travel very often, and when Blake and I travel, we also go to places where we get to involve ourselves in the culture. So a lot of these people am around have never either been outside the United States, have never been outside their city, and even if they have, they're only going to benefit the luxuries of other countries, not because they're trying to involve themselves in the culture of these countries. That's pretty much what that is. Therefore, they're not expanding their mindset. I don't want my child, and the point of me saying all this is because I don't want my child to ever negate their blackness. There are people I know in this area who are black that negate their blackness pretty much because I don't know why. I can't even tell you. They're clearly of African descent in some way, they negate their blackness because of a feature they have or whatever. Even on these like pregnancy forms, there was a girl on one of the pregnancy forms who was actually clearly African American, and she had said she was part Indian. That's why my hair was like this, but it was clear that she was wearing a wig. And I guess maybe because she thought she had her wig laced and laid, she thought no one could tell. But in this day and age, you can tell the difference between a wig and natural hair. And I thought to myself, wow, that's really sad that you have to say I'm part Indian to negate your blackness because this is why your hair is like this. When we all know, one, black people can have any hair texture. And using your hair as a way to negate your blackness is really pathetic and sad and ignorant. Now, let me just put it out there. My husband and I come from multicultural, multi-ethnic places and family members and cultures and things like that. For example, I am black, Portuguese, and Cape Verdean. My husband is Puerto Rican and Jamaican. So right then and there, you know, there's racial differences, ethnic differences, cultural differences. Not necessarily between him and I, but just we have a lot of mixture in there that makes us who we are. However, at the end of the day, we are very aware that we are Black. And that is it. Like, you know, people ask me what I am, I say I'm Black. They ask you, well, what else do you have in you? I say I'm Black and Portuguese. People ask him what he is, he says he's Black. People ask him more thoroughly, well, what exactly are you? I'm Puerto Rican, Jamaican. All right? But at the end of the day, we're Black. We live Black lives, we're Black. Okay, people look at us mostly and think, you're Black. That's the first thing they know, you're Black. Even if they think there's more to you, we're Black. And I know people, I know another person who is clearly I would say a mixture of things, but predominantly Black, who negates her Blackness by calling herself something completely different than what she actually is. And it's like, well, why do you do that? And her answer is, well, I've never identified as Black. Girl, you are literally dark as hell. You're Black. And maybe culturally, like, you don't feel like American, but racially, you're Black. And this is an important topic to me because I feel like it's a very strange phenomenon because of the history of white supremacy, they have made it so that people look down on Black people and how Black people are and our culture. And like, yeah, there are some Black people who don't make the race proud. And that is because we are still enduring the remnant effects of white supremacy and all the little detailed things that white people and Jim Crow did to keep us down after slavery. And if you're uneducated, you may not understand this, and I'm not here to teach you that about it. Go educate yourself. But a lot of why some Black people are the way they are has to do with it's almost like when the bomb that dropped on Japan, people to this day still are born deformed because of something that happened, 60 years ago. That is what our issue is when you see the issues in Black people. So, but at the end of the day, we come from a rich, divine culture of people way before slavery that were not taught because that was the whole point of making us slaves in the first place. Of course, they're not going to teach that. You have to look for that information. My point in saying all of this is that I never want my child to negate their Blackness. I never want them to feel ashamed of being Black or feel like their Blackness is in vain. I'll give you another example. Again, I said I'm Black and Portuguese. I had a coworker one time say to me, what are you? Because I do get asked a lot, what are you? I said Black. Well, Black on what? I'm like, I'm Black. But aren't you something else? Don't you have something else in you? Black, Portuguese, Cape Verdean. Oh, okay. That's why your hair is like that. I'm like, my hair is like what? That's why your hair is like that. I'm like, no, my hair is like this because I'm Black. My grandmother, who's Portuguese, has naturally straight hair. I don't have hair like her. I don't have straight hair. My hair is not because I'm Portuguese. My hair is because I'm Black. I get my curly hair from my Black side, not from my Portuguese side. And I think a lot of people are brainwashed and messed up about what's real. And I really don't want my child to be ignorant. I want them to embrace everything they are, but I also want them to understand that they're Black and be proud of it. I just want them to be proud of their Blackness, but I also want them to embrace all of them like I have. I embrace all of me, but I am very proud to be Black. And point of that is making me feel like I need to start wearing my hair in its natural state more often. Now, I wear my hair in its natural state majority of the time anyway because that's just how I like to wear my hair. But it's making me feel like maybe I shouldn't straighten it, like go to the hairdresser anymore, because going to the hairdresser has given me heat damage, it's changed my texture. People see me like that and they're like, oh, you know, I want people to look at me and see proudness of who I am. I want my child to see their hair, their mother's hair, and think, wow, my mom wears her hair curly, because that's really how I got to be wearing my hair curly. My mom always wore her hair curly. Whether, you know, whatever, that's how she wore her hair, and that's how I'm inspired. I was always inspired by that, and I always wore my hair curly even before it became popular. I don't want my child to feel angry, sad, and removed from their blackness. I had my hair straight a day last week when someone said something to me that I felt was negating to their blackness, and it made me feel rebellious, and made me feel like I want to wash my hair right now. And I washed my hair and want my hair curly because I want my child to see my hair, and if it's a girl, I want them to always embrace their natural beauty because she saw that I did. Or if it's a boy, I want him to grow up attracted to a woman who embraced their natural beauty because his mom did. I don't necessarily have to wear my hair in a wash and go. Like, I kind of was like, oh, I gotta wear my hair in its ultimate natural state. Wash and go. Right now, I got some heat damage. It's not possible right now. So I've been doing braid outs. Fine, whatever. I'm still wearing a textured style. I know that's probably super long, but I just wanted to say that. I also want to say that me wearing my hair curly doesn't mean that I'm having my child embrace their blackness, because as I said, you can have completely naturally straight hair and still be black, but I have naturally curly hair, and my curly hair is a part of my blackness and embracing who I am, and I want my child to do that. I want them to embrace who they are, and that is the point. December 21st, 7 and 2. Today I decided to finally put together the guest room day bed, as you see. I went to get this room together before baby comes, since it's going to be an extension of their room. Definitely was a workout trying to be careful picking up large furniture, because I did this all by myself, putting this together. Didn't feel the constant pressure of baby this morning, but now I feel it laying down now. Some subtle cramps and back pain from releasing some oxytocin. I'm still hungry as hell and gotta eat on demand, lol. I notice, and people will tell you, if you massage your breast, and TMI, but this is gonna be a whole TMI situation because I'm pregnant, right? When you massage your breast, it sends oxytocin to your brain, which causes cramping and stuff. Kind of like Pitocin when you go into labor, it's the synthetic form of oxytocin. So if you rub on your breast, you produce oxytocin in your brain, which will cause some cramping. But I read it's not harmful. It's not gonna send you into labor or nothing. Maybe it will at the end of my pregnancy, I don't know, but as of right now, it won't. Well, my husband was massaging my boobs because they're sore and I have tender nipples, and I started cramping. That's what I meant by the release of oxytocin, keep it real. Yes, December 22, 7 and 3, relaxing, some cramping, and back aching from the release of oxytocin from massaging my boobs due to soreness. December 23rd, 7 and 4, opened Christmas gifts today. Blake got me pregnancy gifts, which I thought was very thoughtful. And he got me some UGG slippers, which I have on right now. Hi, Booby. He got me a body pillow, a belly supporter, and an interactive pregnancy book. The pregnancy book reminded me of my childhood because I had interactive puberty books I could write and draw in, so I found that nostalgic. Felt extremely lethargic today, had a long nap. My diet is stressing me out because I feel like I need to eat better, but I either feel repulsed thinking of eating cooked food that I make. I'm not a bad cook, I could cook, but thinking about cooking salmon or thinking about cooking chicken, something about it makes me feel repulsed. I just want food that someone else made. Or I need food immediately, so I'm ordering a lot of food. I was able to work out today though. This is day 1 of me working out. December 24, 7 and 5. Still ordering out food. 8 after 10 a.m. Big mistake. I felt sick for hours, was super out of it, lethargic until 4 p.m. When I woke up, I felt better, drank a ton of water, which helped. I was able to work out and wash my hair. December 25th, 7 and 6, working today, feeling okay. Today not so bad at all. December 26th, 8 weeks. It was a pretty busy day. I was running around a lot, but it wasn't bad. But by the time I got home, it was like literally the day after Christmas, so my job had tons of cakes and cookies and junk, and I had ordered Chinese food, and I cannot eat that anymore because I woke up to my fingers feeling swollen and my thighs feeling tight from fluid retention because of the sodium that's in Chinese food. So I told myself, you know what, I need to buckle down and eat something homemade where I can monitor how much I'm eating because I'm gaining way too much weight way too fast. So before pre-pregnancy weight, I was 155. I'm now 166. I gained 11 pounds in 8 weeks, y'all. I'm not proud of it, but I'm gonna try to like maintain this weight for a while until I get to the point where I'm supposed to be this weight, and then like allow my body to like, because at first I was like, maybe I can lose weight while I'm pregnant, and then my mom was like, don't do that, just maintain what you have, eat better, work out. So I've been working out. I've been working out for 5 days. I've been doing Tae Bo. Tae Bo has always worked for me in the past. It builds up my abdominal muscles, my arms, my legs. It's like a full body workout basically. As you can tell, I probably seem really tired and like not excited, but I am very excited. I'm just tired. Blake's like, oh, really? Dang, you're still in the early stages of pregnancy and you're already feeling tired. I'm like, you need to stop associating early pregnancy with like minimal symptoms that are gonna progress more as I get pregnant. Because that's what it seems like. It's like, no, I just got pregnant. I'm not used to these hormones. So to me, it's like I'm shocked with all these freaking hormones. And I'm like, woo. So I'm actually gonna be worse in the beginning because I'm not used to these hormones. They say second trimester is best because you're used to the hormones by then. You gain your energy back and you're not too big where you can't function. Third trimester is when you're huge and you're tired because you're huge. So I try to break it down to him. So guys, I'll see you guys next week when I'm 9 weeks. So bye. Look at my boobs, y'all. Like, whose boobs are this? 8 weeks. This is from the front, by the way.